What happened when I actually did the impossible deadline my boss demanded? I've been a senior graphic designer at my company for about 5 years now. When I first joined, our department was tiny. Just me, a marketing manager, and a marketing executive. Over time, both of them left, and soon I learned exactly why. A massive part of my job was handling our advertising schedule. Print ads, digital ads, every campaign ran through our project management system. That system tracked every step, and every ad had to pass through a long approval chain. It didn't end until my boss, the VP of Sales and Marketing, gave his personal sign-off. He'd been with the company for decades, and his way of running things was old-fashioned, heavy-handed, and incredibly draining. You'd think approvals were meant to make things easier, but not with him. Everyone else would review quickly and move things along, but when an ad finally landed on his desk, it just sat there, sometimes for days. Even worse, he'd reject things at the very end, forcing me to rework designs that he could have flagged at the start. The system showed real-time updates, and he got every single notification, but he refused to give feedback until the last possible moment. When I finally complained that his process was wasting time, his response floored me. Just get them done 3 months in advance, as if deadlines weren't tight enough already. On top of that, he insisted that every single ad had to look different, even if it was going in the same publication week after week. So for 4 years, I carried the entire department's design load alone, barely keeping up and burning out. Each year, I asked if we could hire another designer, and each year I heard the same thing. It's not in the budget. It all came to a breaking point during one of my reviews. HR was in the room, and I laid everything out. I told him it was impossible to hit the goal he kept demanding, and that I was one person doing the work of an entire team. His reply? He looked at me straight-faced and asked, "Is it typical for companies to have more than one graphic designer?" I nearly laughed, but instead I showed him hard proof, our workload, deadlines, and how close I was to breaking. By the end of that meeting, he caved. I finally got permission to hire help. The new designer started in January, and while I was training him, he shared something my boss had said. Apparently, the man told him, "I never imagined needing 2 designers. You guys should have no problem being 3 months ahead now." That was the moment I decided to play his game. He wanted 3 months of ads in advance? Fine. He was going to get exactly that. So the new designer and I went all in. We churned out ad after ad, feeding them through the approval system non-stop. And thanks to the way my boss set it up, he got copied on every single notification, every proof, every edit, every update. His inbox was flooded, and when he inevitably let things pile up on his end, we automated reminders that pinged him every hour until he responded. We didn't stop there. Every week, we sent him detailed reports about how far ahead we were, and in every single one, we made sure to highlight our goal, to be 3 months ahead of schedule. Within 5 months, the pressure got to him. At my next review, he made an announcement. The marketing assistant on our team was being promoted to marketing manager. From now on, that person would handle the advertising schedule and approvals, not him. And then he admitted he wanted out of the system entirely. He asked to be removed from all notifications, saying he didn't have the bandwidth anymore to monitor everything. We broke him by doing exactly what he asked. Since then, the change has been night and day. Our new marketing manager is laid back, efficient, and trusts us to handle our work. We're still ahead of schedule, but without the constant micromanagement, the whole team is thriving. We've even hired 2 more employees, and for the first time in years, the department feels balanced. The best part? My coworker recently joked that when he asked our old boss if he wanted to review next year's advertising schedule, the man waved it off completely. He said he didn't want to see any of it, and fully trusted the team to handle things. So in the end, all it took to break years of micromanagement was following his impossible request to the letter until he couldn't take it anymore.